Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Astro-Jyotish. My name is Sunil and in today's video I'll be covering part 2 of Vedic Astrology introduction video. In last video we went through the origin of Jyotish, then we looked at a chakra. We talked about the how the chakra really translates into the diamond-shaped North Indian Janma Patrika or the Kundali or so-called Vedic chart. And now in today's video, I want to go back to the same chakra and take you one step further. So this is the chakra I showed you. Now, I want to talk first about the degrees because when you look at the actual Kundali, you will see degrees for each planet, including ascendant. So this is so as you can see, each planet they they come under a zodiac sign, one of the zodiac sign, and each zodiac sign is 30 degree. So that essentially means each planet will be between 0 and 30 degree, um, and including ascendant. So ascendant at time at when you were born, the zodiac sign rising in the east direction. So at whatever degree, so it could be 0 degree, it could be 5 degree, 20 degrees. So just to give you an example for you, if you see here, so you've got Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. So this might be just 5 degree. So 5 degrees. So you will see in your diamond shaped chart that Jupiter is said to be 5 degrees, 5 minutes, or something like 7 degrees. And similarly, you will see Saturn, which is this planet, falls into the sign of Sagittarius. This could be at, let's say, 10 degree of Sagittarius. So hope you understand when you see the degrees, what do they actually mean. The second thing I want to cover here is the something called as Gand in Jyotish. Gand in Jyotish is important because sometimes it's considered, some Gands are considered inauspicious. Basically, if somebody born at the center of Revati, so this is your Revati nakshatra and Ashwini. So if somebody is born in here, um, then they are said to be born into the Sandhya Gand. Okay. Um, so, so what are Gands basically? Gands are when a zodiac sign ends and at the same point, at the same junction, if the nakshatra also ends, then it forms a Gand. So you can see here you have got one Gand. Another Gand is this one, which is called as Ratri Gand, which is formed when Cancer and Leo at their junction. Why? Because the nakshatras are ending here. So in this case, Ashlesha of Cancer and Magha of Leo. So Ashlesha ends and Magha rises. So that's why the Gand is formed. In rest of the zodiac sign, the nakshatras won't be ending. Some of the padas will move to the next. Hence, they are not considered as Gand. Okay. Next Gand you will see as Diva Gand, where Scorpio and Sagittarius sign they at their junction. And why is that so? Because Jeshta and Mula nakshatra. So basically, your Jeshta nakshatra and ends and Mula nakshatra starts. So that's how the junction is formed and it's called Divagand. In terms of their how they impact an individual, that I will cover when we go into more prediction side of the astrology. Now moving on to the next thing, which is the movement of planet. As I showed you in the previous slide, each planet they move through the zodiac sign. So Sun takes 30 days to move a single zodiac sign. Moon takes 2.5, Mercury 20, Venus 35 days, 4 months, Mars 1 year, Jupiter. So Jupiter stays in one sign for 1 year. So that's when we say sometimes you will hear when you go into further advanced Jyotish, you will hear people saying Jupiter return or Saturn returns. So Saturn returns in 30 years. Okay. So because 2.5, it stays in one side sign for 2.5 years. Rahu and Ketu, these are two other planets which I'll be covering in the next slide. They stay in one zodiac sign for 1.8 years. On the right hand side, what we have is the distance. So when you look into the solar system, you'll see Saturn is the farthest. Okay, Jupiter, the next one. So this is a sequence: Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Moon. Moon is the closest to the planet Earth. Okay, so one cycle, full cycle of Moon takes 27 days. So then we look into the next slide, which is Rahu and Ketu. So in Jyotish, there are two additional shadow planets considered. And what are these two planets? So this, so if you see in this chart, you have got the solar path. So essentially means the path which the sun follows. Then you have got lunar path, which moon follows. And then in the center, you have got your Earth. Okay. So wherever it's a kind of a junction where the lunar path and the solar path, they cut each other. So on they will cut at 2 points, one in the north and the other in the south. Where they cut in the north, that's called north lunar mode, which is Rahu, and where they intersect in the south, it's called Ketu. Uh, so when we come into more signification of these two planets, in simple terms, Rahu is more treated as the head and Ketu treated as the body. Just remember this much for time being. When we go into future videos, I will explain their true meaning and their true significance. Let's move on. So in this slide, you see zodiac number, signs, element, and sun sign. So every zodiac sign has been assigned a number to it, just to keep it simple, because otherwise you would have to either use symbols or you will have to write the full name like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and so on and so forth. So Aries has been given number 1, Taurus 2, Gemini 3, Cancer 4, and so on and so forth, and Pisces 12. Now the second item here, what you see are the elements. So every zodiac sign has got an associated element with it, and it's again it goes into a cycle. So fire, earth, air, water. Again, fire, earth, air, water, fire, earth, air, water. So as you can see, every zodiac sign has got an element associated with it. And you will also notice that two zodiac signs have got the same element. So you've got like Aries as well as Leo. They are both fiery signs. Taurus is an earth sign, so is the Virgo. Okay, so this is something it's important to remember while analyzing chart or reading chart. And then next aspect is the lordship or the rulership. So every zodiac sign has got a ruler. So Aries has got Mars as its ruler, Taurus has got Venus, Gemini has Mercury, so on and so forth. Now you will see here again a pattern, which is each planet has got lordship of two zodiac sign. Mars has got lordship of Aries. It has also got lordship of Scorpio. Venus has got lordship of Taurus, and it has also got lordship of Libra. So except two planets, Moon and Sun. Moon and Sun have got lordship of only one planet. So that's a very important thing to remember. Next is the sun sign. So sun signs are basically at the time of your birth, where was sun in what zodiac sign. So if let's say somebody is born on 20th of August, so 20th of August would be so called as he was born in the sign of Leo. Okay, whereas if somebody, let's say, born on 5th of August will be a Cancerian. Now remember, your sun sign in Vedic astrology will be different from what you will find in your Western astrology. The reason is Vedic astrology uses true degrees, whereas Western is 23 degree off. I won't go into much of that details. Probably we'll do a video on that later. Next, we are going to talk about the houses in Jyotish. So I've briefly mentioned in my previous slides about houses, but it's important to understand what they mean. So houses, as I have said, they are fixed. So this is the first house. This is a North Indian chart, um, which is commonly used in North India. And there's another version of representing the chakra, which in South India it's done in form of a square, which I'm not going to cover in this video. Um, so you see here you have got a diamond shaped chart which has got 12 houses, and the houses are fixed. So in any chart that you see of this shape, this house will be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. It always goes in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Now these houses, they have got significations which I'll be covering in my next video. In this video, I think what I wanted to really talk about are some names given to these houses. So for example, the one you see inside this is square. This is called as the Kendra. Kendra means the center. Okay. So Kendra houses, so first, fourth, seventh, and 10th house of any chart, they will always be referred as Kendra houses. Okay. Then you have got Trikona houses. Trikona means a triangle. So you see the first house, fifth house, and ninth house. Just put a dot in the center of this house, and this house. Then join them. You will form a triangle. So 1, 5, 9. That's called a Trikona house. Okay. Upache houses are 3, 6, 10, and 11. 3, 6, 10, and 11. So you have to just remember them. 3, 6, 10, and 11 are called as Upacha houses. Kama houses. Next one is the house of desire. So third house, seventh house, and 11th house. These are called the Kama houses. Then you have got wealth giving houses. So wealth giving houses are 2, 9, and 11. Second house, ninth house, and 11th house. These are referred to as wealth giving houses. Dushtana houses, 6, 8, and 12. Okay, so these are the trick houses, also called as trick houses and Dushtana houses. Moksha houses. So moksha houses are 4, 8, and 12. So 4, 8, and 12. These are referred as moksha sthan or house. Marka houses are 2, 7, 8, means death inflicting houses basically. So remember, they are always fixed, and their signification, by their name, you can make some guesses, but I'll have altogether, a detailed video on signification of each of these houses, because that's what you use in your prediction. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll take some interesting topic in my next video. Thank you. Bye now.